Welcome back everyone, Meanpooh here, and today we are going to take a look at a game that I ran up on. It's called Furi, just in case you didn't see it in the title. The game is considered to be a boss battle game with other types of elements thrown in. Starting out, you find yourself getting punched and tortured to death by some guy with a three-sided mask. He tells you basically, every time you escape from your cell, he will kill you every time. Over and over and over again. I guess for all of eternity. After hearing that, I was like, what the hell is going on? So after the demoralizing speech from the three-faced guy known as the jailer, you hear a voice. It's telling you to get up, fight your way out of the prison, and especially kill the jailer. That's probably an important part because there is no telling how many times he has abused and tortured you. So after the pep talk and gaining some confidence from the man with the giant rabbit head on, you go out to do battle with the first boss. Let me tell you right off that Furi is brutal. You begin to fight with the jailer taunting you, and he's been waiting for you. He's been waiting for you to get out of your cell so he can bust your head and put you back in your place. He gets his kicks off. He gets his rocks off from this. So the game, it cuts to a wide angle to where you can see most of the playing field. Naturally, you'll start shooting, which does little damage. The game then tries to explain to you on how to slash, then parry. And this, like many other games of this type, would consider this the training phase. This is correct, but like so many other games that give you an invincibility while training, this does not. It's actually the first of many bosses of the game. This may look easy, but looks can be deceiving. Try running around the map while your nemesis is shooting an unblockable ring barrier at you. It's very challenging. Not only are they moving at a decent speed, but they can get larger and thicker. The next type of gameplay comes from the form of a close combat style. You'll be at medium range and will be able to slash your opponent while phase dodging bullets or projectiles. This is fine and doesn't lock you in a ring or barrier. You are free to flee from the enemy if you have to. The next type of gameplay requires you to fight very close to the boss. You can't run away, and you're forced to use your blocking and parrying abilities. Can anyone say parrying? Parrying. Block and parry. You get the point. You block and then parry. Okay? It's just, I can't say that word. But anyway, I had trouble with this earlier in the game, but the more I played, the better I got at it. I'm not perfect, but I can manage to block 66% of the blows. While fighting your opponent, you'll notice that at the top of the screen, they will have a couple of squares and a rectangle bar. These are the life bars that have to be chipped down in order to beat the target. Here's something interesting that I noticed, and it had me cussing at the screen and stomping my feet. If you have your opponent with 50% of its health bar and it lands a hit on you during a special maneuver, it will regain some health. Likewise, if you are able to block the same maneuvers, you will gain as well. This is very frustrating, but I soon got used to it. If you happen to get knocked down, you will lose a life, but your opponent's life bar will refill. What? Yeah, that's right, it will refill. This will drive new players crazy, as you can get so close only to lose. As the target loses health, it will finally lose a bar. This will most of the time trigger an animation that will cause the boss to change its tactics. Sometimes it gets faster, sometimes it launches more projectiles. Like bullet hell, like bullets filling up the screen and all you can do is just shoot and try to dodge. It's almost impossible, but you can get through it. You'll do it, you'll make it. It just depends on who you're fighting. There are also small quick time events that you can participate in. For example, if the target finds an opener or tackles you, you may have a chance to get free before taking damage. The animation will be on screen, such as shaking the thumbsticks rapidly. You can also stun your opponent or block at the right time. This too can also trigger a quick time event, but it's mostly just hitting the slash button or shows you doing some type of very cool maneuver. Of the two bosses that I have fought, and only beating one, I feel that Furi will only get harder as time goes on. You have to memorize the attack pattern and try to use the landscape to your advantage. You can use walls to block bullets and lasers, but not for long. Eventually, the wall will fail. Some panels on the floor will cause the enemy to run to it, giving you a chance to attack and regain composure. I've used this many times, but you have to discover them. Most enemy projectiles can be shot or outmaneuvered, but you practically have to run to the edge of the map while not hitting a wall. If possible, use your dodge technique. That lets you fade out of sight for a split second. There are 3 difficulty modes, and the one that you see is the normal mode. Playing easy according to the game makes all bosses easier to beat, hence easier, yeah, duh. It will cater mostly to story without you having to worry about beating the next target. Normal or Furi is the recommended way to play, as it offers a story and balanced battle that are both challenging and demanding. You'll get satisfaction after winning because you've put so much time and effort into it. If you beat the game on this mode, their Furier difficulty mode will be unlocked, which I'm guessing is for true masters. Even if I did finish the game, there would be no way I would even try it. A nice addition in the menus is a section called How to Play. Just in case you missed it in the beginning, it will give you examples and show you how the action is performed. All moves that are shown are essential if you want to beat the game. Lastly, we have performance. The GPU had an average of 72, while the CPU had an average of 74. These are all in Celsius, not Fahrenheit. All the temps are good in my opinion, and way better than stock. FPS was great all around. It got as low as 93 and as high as 158. I can't complain, as anything over 60 is very good, and I'm sure you'll agree. Over on Metacritic, the users gave the game a 7.8, while their overall critic score is 76. This is good and shows that everyone is on the right page and in agreement. Over on Steam, Furi has a very positive rating of 4,195 positives and 476 negatives. I had to scroll all the way down to the bottom just to find one negative, and that rating wasn't even that bad. Furi was released in 2016, so there weren't that many games of this type around, so it might have gotten a little bit of heat for not having nothing else to do but just fight bosses. Flash forward to 2019, and a lot of people are liking this type of play. While its flashy animations and decent music won't win everyone over, it's still a good game to try if you are able to catch it on sale. Just a warning, it is very frustrating, and I have failed many times while trying to beat the second boss. I hurled words such as the F word, the SHIT word.
Did this motherfucker just... This bitch... Did she... This... Oh, you cheating bitch!
And the sentence, the game is freaking cheating! I've even found myself doing dumb things like falling in the pit or dodging the wrong way. Just doing dumb stuff. So take your time and give it all you got. With that said, if the video helped you, feel free to like and subscribe. If you would like to know the hardware that I am using to play this game, I have it listed in the description box. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Meanpooh out.